Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we have a function f(x) equals x cube, and we also have the graph of the function x cube, and we have verified the graph using a graphing utility. So we have all of that. We have to find the domain and the range of this function. So how do we compute domain and range of a function? Very informally, I always consider a function to be like a machine. So here is my function f. It's like a machine. You input something, and that something is x, and we get some output, and that's our y. So domain is all those x that you can input in the machine without really breaking the machine. So all acceptable x values. In mathematical term, that means all x values where the function is defined. So let's consider our function is x cubed. Notice that this is a polynomial, and a polynomial is a very nice function which can accept any x values. There is nothing in this expression where, so you can plug in a x value and it will break the machine in any way. There is nothing in the denominator, so you can't divide by 0. There is no square root, so you will have to worry about a negative sign in the square root and so on. Since this is a polynomial, the domain is all real numbers, because every real number is acceptable in this machine. And in set notation, all real numbers is written as negative infinity to infinity. So that is the domain of this function. Now what is the range? Range is all the outputs, all the y values, okay? That corresponds range. So let's think of what will be the range for this function. Well, if you look at the graph, you see that it looks like all the y values, both positive and negative, will correspond to some x value. So if you just choose a y somewhere and you draw a horizontal line, you see there is some x that will give you that y. So there is some x for this y, and it will happen for any possible y you choose, which also means that the range for this function is the entire real line as well. So all the y values will be the range as well. So this is all the y values that are outputs, and it turns out in this case this will be all real numbers. Again, in set notation, that is negative infinity to infinity. So for the function y equals x cubed or f(x) equals x cubed, domain is the whole real line, range is also the whole real line. Thank you.